Well, hello everyone. Hey, this is Henry with Limitless Lead System. Hey, on this video, what I want to do is answer probably one of the most important questions that I get. And this is probably where a lot of people give up and quit before they even get started or just at the cusp of starting to see results. Okay. And sadly, some people don't even ask this question and then they just give up on themselves. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys a question. I'm going to give you a short answer. Then I'm going to try and do a quick explanation on it just so you understand. Number one, the main question is, hey, Henry, and thank you, Stephen, for asking this question, by the way. I know I've had this question with Christiana and a few other people. Hey, Henry, I've been sharing the link and I've recruited about 50 people and it seems like no one is doing anything. Seems like maybe one person is doing something. I've recruited 50 people, I've recruited 80 people, I have 100 people on my list or 25 people on my list, and I've been and there's not too many places I can share the link and get free traffic from, but I'm not getting results yet. So the short answer to that question is keep going. You're actually on track. Okay, you're going, what? This is where a lot of people fail. Remember, the name of the game is building a massive list. Maybe you've never built a list of 50 people before, and that's probably one of the biggest issues why you might not have seen successes. But you really got to build a list into the hundreds, if not thousands. All right. And sometimes you might, and I'll talk about the caveats on that. But really, the bottom line is, remember, it's about building a massive list. Why? Because in reality, especially in the world of home-based business and network marketing or affiliate marketing, in the reality, the percentage of people that will actually do something right off the bat, especially if they don't know you, you don't know them, you don't have a reputation or successes yet. In the beginning, you'll have maybe 0.5% to maybe 3% of the people actually do anything. Okay. So if you have 50 people and you have one person doing something, you're actually on track, believe it or not. And don't get discouraged, because remember, as a matter of fact, I want you to keep your blinders on to keep going on generating leads and traffic. And you'll see yourself hitting 100, 200, 300 people in your database. And I'm going to discuss that because I know the question is about, I'm trying to find a place, a good way to do it for free versus paid traffic. And we'll talk about the difference between the two. Okay. So short answer, literally even successful people struggle to have 5 to 10% of people that join them sign up with them, even if they paid sometimes to actually do anything. So just understand that. That's why it's really important to build a massive list and don't look at results of who's doing what right away. Just keep focusing on building your list. Do you have hundreds yet? Do you have thousands of people on your list yet? Okay. And so just understand that. Now, the explanation. Well, let me do this. So free traffic versus paid traffic. Well, you can actually, free traffic, just understand that no matter what, you're going to have to invest. You're going to either invest a lot of time or a lot of money to build a list. But that's where the foundation of building a business is that list. Most people get investing in programs thinking it's going to be the shiny object. It's what's going to create it for them, but they never build their list. So I'd rather you invest in list building than other programs. I mean, I've asked people how much, if I was to ask you, okay, how much have you spent joining numerous programs and investing in the programs? And how much have you invested in building your list? I've seen people have invested thousands of dollars in programs, and yet they've yet to invest hundreds into building their list. When the secret is building that list, it's not the program, it's the list. Now, I will tell you on my part, I'm constantly working on increasing our conversion on to getting people to take action. As a matter of fact, I'm about to load up multiple videos in the Jumpstart section to really teach people more about the importance of taking action, okay, to get things going, to help you generate, have more people taking action in your business. Okay, so just know that I'm working on those things. Okay, so let me tell you, free traffic versus paid traffic. Now, you don't have to invest a lot of money in paying for traffic right away. Just remember, again, it's about building a list. And what I used to actually, and I'll be honest with you, I'm being transparent here. One of the things I pride myself in is we constantly work on making our website look better and better. As a matter of fact, they're upgrading the website right now, I believe, with a new software, so we can have even simpler system, a drag and drop, and all this cool stuff, right? But you know what? I've used to look down on traffic swap website, advertising website, where it's like, oh, all these flashing stuff. Oh, this is an ugly website. Oh, this stuff. But you know what? They got tens of thousands, if not some of them hundreds of thousands of people on them. And they're attracting, and people are making money in them. Okay. And I used to put down, oh, don't buy traffic from this thing. It's cheap traffic. But you know what? Cheap traffic is better than no traffic. I'd rather pay cheap traffic than invest hours and hours and hours to get, low traffic. Okay. And there's a caveat about free traffic. Free traffic works best if you actually take the time. If you actually take the time to invest connecting with people that you share the link to. Posting ads, it's okay, but you have limited amount of people that sees it. So you have limited amount of people coming in. And then it's a matter of building up, the reputation. Now, the other thing too, and right now, just, on our part, remember, Limitless Lead System is not known in the industry yet. There's not we haven't brought in big names to Limitless Lead System yet. So yeah, a lot of people don't know it yet. They're not doing anything yet. So a lot of people are waiting. I've had a lot of people come back and say, oh, they gave up, and they said, oh, there's not. And then they come back and they upgrade. And some of them have come in, quit, refund them twice, and finally they're finally working it, and they're finally making money. Okay. So bottom line, just don't give up. Keep going. Okay. Here's the thing. Let me talk about some paid traffic here real quick. You can actually invest. Do you know that, I want you to ask yourself, how long did it take you to get, and I'm not talking specifically to an individual here, but I'm asking everybody here. I want you to think about, how long does it take you to generate leads, even giving away an incredible system like Limitless Lead System, to get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 people. Okay. Now let me ask you this. How long would it take you to find $50? Because $50, you can actually invest in traffic and end up with 50 to 100 people within a day to a week. Okay. $50, there's traffic sources that we have where you can pay and get access to 10,000 visitors. We have, solo ad providers that even through Udemy, some of the new solo ad providers are advertising. They're offering their traffic for cheap, as low as 25 cents a click. Okay. And so $25 can get you 100 clicks. And right now we're converting between 35 to 50% of the people that visit actually end up filling out the form and joining in. Now, that doesn't mean they'll do anything, but what if out of that $50, you get somebody that actually, one person that actually start doing something and become pro, maybe even the founders. But in the name of the game is you keep building. I would rather tell people, that are looking to join or looking to upgrade, if you're limited in funds, but you're like, you don't want to miss out on this big commission, guess what? You'll miss out on that big commission if you don't have money for traffic. I'd rather you invest in the pro membership. Okay. And I know this makes me less money upfront and it makes your sponsor less money, but in the long run, I'd rather see you invest in the pro membership and then invest $350 or $550 into traffic, because guess what? You'll build a foundation of 500 to 1,000 people on your list. Believe me, do you think you'll have people that are doing something at that point? Yes, you will. So just remember that, build that traffic. You might, some programs like traffic swaps, you invest money You still have to work it, but then you get better results because you get more credit, more more access than just doing it for free. Okay, so sometimes free is not free. It's actually costing you money to stick to free strategies. So I would encourage you to find a way to invest $25 a week or whatever you can find. Have the mentality of, if I have to, here's last story because I got to get on the phone here. But here's one last story. That one of the things that I did to really take my business and finally take it seriously, I decided to sell a car that I love, a Mercedes AMG convertible. Okay. And so that I gave that up so that I can take the money and start investing it into people, to coaching, to traffic, and to get my website out, even as ugly as it was, even if it wasn't perfect and all that, to get it out. And you know what? In the last 3 months alone, in the first 3 months without bringing in new people, we've already done over 5 figures in business. And we have over 2,400 people in our database. Now, remember, my results can be your results. So if you get 2,500 people in your list, you could end up potentially making $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 already. And you don't have to invest in designing stuff. You don't have to invest in coaching and all this stuff necessarily. We're trying to do all that for you. I'm reinvesting everything back into my business. Okay, you can get that, but you got to get your numbers up to that point. And you might have to invest more time or invest some money. Hey, if you have to find a second job, or if you have to find an overtime to invest into your business, then do it, because the job will only pay you once, but this business and your email list will pay you forever. Make sense? All right, you guys, I got to go. We'll talk to you soon. Hope that helps.